Welcome to Jimosi podcast. So the government of South Sudan has been taken to court by 32 hotels, and they took them to East African Court of Justice that is based in Tanzania, Arusha, and they have been served as of November 25, 2025, and they have been given for 5 days to respond to that summon or to the notice of being served by a court. And this is due to unpaid bills that have racked up to almost $60 million by now.
More than 60 million, actually. Yeah. And actually, this is not the first time the South Sudan government has been notified, because this court case started way back in 2024 when the 32 hotels went to open a case against the South Sudan government in Arusha, Tanzania, at the East African Court of Justice because of the unpaid accommodation and other hotel bills that accrued from 2018 to around 2021, when those hotels were housing some of the politicians, the members or parties to the peace deal, when the 2018 peace agreement when they were working on that, the negotiations and stuff.
Yeah, but people say the reason why these individuals were even housed first in hotels and apartments is because these were like parties that were part of the peace agreement. And these parties were not part of the SPLM, because these people were saying when we left the country because of war, we were displaced. We have nowhere to go and stay. And that's why the government, they push it through, and that's why the government came out with that committee saying, okay, as of 2018, now that we have signed a peace agreement, we are going to house you in hotels and apartments as we look for a way forward. And these were like the army generals, some honorables, South Sudanese honorable from all parties, either, how do you call them? This one, IO, SS, whatever.
I don't think FDs were in those things. But anyway, it's possible that some of them were there. Yeah.
And so these people, based on my assumption, I don't know the argument in Addis Ababa when the peace agreement was being signed, but based on my guess is that these people said we have nowhere to go and stay in Juba. We were displaced, our houses were taken, so we have to be placed somewhere as we try to foot ourselves and see how we can figure our life out, and then maybe move out after the peace agreement or after... I think this is where the idea of being accommodated by the government became a big thing, or became an idea.
Partially, I agree with you. But then I think, in my opinion, these people were fearing for their lives, because most of them, let's say, including Riek Machar himself, they were out of the country. When the war broke out and stuff, they had to flee the country, right? So by coming back to make the peace deal, some of them, I believe, they were afraid, or they felt like they would be insecure even if they still had their houses or their homes open to them. They kind of needed that extra protection, which is why they decided to stay in hotels and apartments for accommodation and also food and those other things. So that, if you're staying in a hotel, you are kind of sure no one is going to attack you. But if you are in your house and people know you are staying there, then they can come for you anytime. I guess that could have been the logic.
Yeah, maybe that's one of the reasons why they did that, because...
Yeah.
But was the government having because if the government had your room number, so that they know with the hotel that we have these people at this hotel, and so is staying at this hotel, at this room number, so that you account for the expenses. You can't just say we have 20 at Crown Hotel, and you don't know which rooms are they living. Maybe there will be empty rooms, and then the hotel is trying to charge you. So there must have been some record that shows so and so is living in a certain room. And if people are so interested in killing you, they will still go to that hotel and kill you if they want to kill you.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to the people that will be guarding the hotel and the management of the hotel, they can be intimidated.
Yeah.
And then you still be killed. So if that's the case. So, but yeah, so from 2018, they came to Juba, they started staying in hotels. They sleep there. They eat there.
Their offices were there. It's actually not just accommodation. They had offices there where they were working.
Easy life.
Yeah, like I feel. So why would you want, even if it's about insecurity, why do you have to stay in a hotel for up to 3 years?
Yes, so they stay from 2018
to around
all the way to 2021. And that's when the hotels
started kicking them out.
Started getting tired because the government was not paying bills.
Yeah.
Then they say the people that brought you to this hotel are not paying their bills.
Yeah.
And government work on promises. Don't worry, we are working on this. If we get that, we'll make a payment. But then when the money come in, they have the other top priorities that they put first before the hotel bills. And the president need a foreign trip. People need to eat at J1. So many other things. So
all needs to be treated.
Yes. So that's how the hotel bill rack up. And then they started kicking some of them out. And like you said before, they were taken to court in 2024.
Yeah, around December. I think the first letter was issued on December 31st. Yeah.
And then the government
started the new year, this year, with that stress. And so, okay, before we come to that part, they say that there was these groups were supposed to be accommodated under the National Transitional Committee, that is NTC, which is the body that was tasked with implementation of the 2018 peace agreement. And army generals and officials from different parties were housed in hotels and apartments arranged by the committee. So it's this committee that was arranging for those individuals to stay in hotels. But then you wonder, like, for hotel bills to go in an amount that goes up to around 40 million, what were these people doing? Like, what type of houses were they staying in, or rooms?
These are just regular rooms, but you have to remember, in South Sudan, hotels are expensive.
Okay. I've never been to a hotel there, so I don't know.
Come on. Some hotels, the cheapest will be $50 per night.
Okay.
Now, when you add your food and
other luxuries like laundry,
then that becomes to, let's say, you eat breakfast, lunch, and supper. And
and dinner.
Yes. So when you combine them, like in a day, most of them were eating up to $200 a day.
But how many people? Because I'm very sure these are not just those other parties apart from SPLM. I'm dead sure there were some SPLM members who had not left Juba, but when it came for time for the government to accommodate people, they went to stay in their hotels.
I don't think so. Even SPLM were staying in hotels because we have no grounds of going to hotels.
So then how many people were in those other groups?
There were so many people. Like SPLM-IO itself was big, and other political parties. If we ended up with 5 vice presidents, now add their bodyguards, add their MPs, there were too much. There were a lot of people.
What? Okay, and then they said, so however, in 2021, the bills were going up and they were not being paid, and many hotels began to evict those officials by first cutting off water and electricity. And the NTC chairman by then was the presidential advisor for national security affairs, who stood Galwak Manime. He was fired but then came back. He's still holding the same position now. And also, the next person after him, that is the next chairman for NTC, was called Manyang Juk, who's the senior presidential advisor. These people, like, to the end of the litigation, both sides reached an agreement or an out-of-court settlement in Juba on July 24th, 2025, which is the first case that was filed in December 2024. And they said they were going to start making installment payments effective September 29th, 2025. And the final payments were scheduled for the next year. But then no payment has been made.
Yeah, so you were asking how many people were there. Let me just tell you. As of April 2020, South Sudan Hotel and Palm Africa Hotel had over 38 members.
Damn.
Just those two hotels.
South Sudan Hotel, and the way it looks small.
Yes, and they have racked up to over $2 million by 2020. By 2020 April. And then the government say, oh, we'll work on it, so let them come back. And then they continue accruing more debt.
And also some of those hotels where other people were staying were very high end, like Pyramid Hotel, Crown Hotel, there's Dembesh Hotel, and so many others. I think there
are 32.
There are just so many. No,
so there are so many
high-end hotels.
World Focus International Hotel.
Yes.
It's actually the lawyer that has opened the case again.
Or and the lawyers, it's the same lawyers that they are dealing with. The MS Pan-African Law Chambers.
Yes, and there's another hotel called Radas Hotel.
There are so many.
There's so many hotels, and Referendum Hotel.
Yeah.
The CEO is another boy here. Yes. So, but me personally, I will blame the hotels. Because sometimes, as much as it look like government money are easy money, always avoid them at all costs because people get change. Because, for example, what has happened here, Tut Galwak, the person that was in charge of that, was removed.
After filing that case, actually.
Yes. Now a new person will come in before he catch up, and you guys are here. He's trying to learn so that he's not chased away from his job. The priority is not your hotel bills. And then now look at other people that went into the out-of-court settlement. Is those of Ajing and Chola Jongo, not Ajing. The former Minister of Justice and
Chola
Constitutional.
Jongo Mawut, who's the then Minister for Presidential Affairs. That's the guy from the royal family. Then we have Dr. Wake Mamer Kwol, the then Minister for Justice. Mary Ajit, the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Justice.
Yes. So you see those ones, all have been fired. So they entered that out-of-court settlement, but their position were not secure. When they were kicked out, new people are coming in and the person that signed the document is no longer here.
And actually, those are not the only people that have been into negotiations with the hotels. There are others who initially negotiated with the hotels.
Yes.
High-ranking officials like Ambassador Sebich Bulent Kamonde, representing the office of the president.
Yeah, so what happened is, every time, the way that it has come up now, there are some people in those offices that are going to try to deal with the case.
Yeah.
And if next week, if President Kiir fire them, then now the new officers will come and deal with it.
Yeah.
So to me, the people that I will blame is these hotels. I've never seen a hotel that work on credit.
Yeah,
all
pay
the
after
hotels.
delivery.
Yes, all the hotels are always pay before you enter our room. But then you listen to the request of South Sudan government.
This is because you're dealing with a government, right? So you are expecting a bill in ton of millions.
Just to be paid. They should have looked at government of South Sudan, how it does things. Look, for
Yeah.
example, they don't pay the East African membership fee.
Mm-hmm.
They don't pay the EGAT fee.
Yeah.
Like they just go enter an agreement, but they don't fulfill it.
Yeah.
So they should have learned that these people don't honor anything. So
Yeah.
if you want to deal with the government, let them pay you and then use your services. If they're not paying you, let them look for somewhere else. They should have built like a camp for those officials and stay there.
Stay in a camp.
Yes, if that's what they could have managed with their finances.
I actually agree with you because the finances were very bad around that time. Because remember, the country has just come out of war, right?
Mm-hmm.
War that dragged on for almost 3 years from 2013. And then how would you expect that government to pay you? Or they just enter the deal, okay, let us know how much is a room per day, including all expenses paid. They'll just say, per day it's $200. And they say, okay, we're going to house these people for 1 year. And then you calculate, you give an invoice of over $1 million, and you are like, by the time these people are out of my hotel,
I will
$1 million.
Yes, I will be done with all my debts and such kind of things. So they were looking at the positive aspect of it, but they didn't see the negative side of it. Mm-hmm. Even right now, they have been summoned within 45 days. Mm-hmm. They're going to pretend that they will do something, and then so that they bring it out. But they're going to have a hard time.
Yeah.
Because McQueen is now the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. They will start negotiating on the amount itself. We'll say, where did you people come with this amount?
Yeah, I think they were owed around 40 million, but then there was 10% interest charges.
Yes.
I can't remember like how much was that per month or per year. But 10%
should
interest
be per annum.
Per annum, yeah. That's a lot. So that's what made it to go to over 61 million as of the time when they filed the first court case. So right now, I'm very sure it's close to 65 million or more.
But do you see any success with this case?
No, the government doesn't have money. Remember, they owe almost everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. So is it the hotels that they are going to pay first? If they cannot pay civil servants' salaries, then how will they now start paying the hotels, whereby they are no longer staying in?
Yeah. So what I see that's going to happen here is the government either going to that court and say, we don't have money, we are willing to pay them, or they don't go, and then the judgment is passed. When the judgment is passed, they will be told to pay with penalties and such kind of things. But government is not an individual. So there's no specific person that will be taken to jail for this debt.
Yeah.
So the government will you give your judgment on whatever that you want to do. But we are a sovereign nation.
Yeah, that's what they actually said in that letter of November 25. They said the government is summoned to give a response within 45 days. If they fail to do that, then they will do a default judgment whereby the case will be determined in their absence.
Yes. So now if it is determined, what can be determined here? It will be said, yes, you are guilty of not paying, so pay.
Yes.
But then who is going to pay? Who is going to impose it?
The court will set an amount that the government is supposed to pay, either monthly or annually.
But fulfilling it, that's where I have a problem.
And then tell the government, start paying from this date.
Yes. But if the government refuses again to pay that, where will they take the government again?
Take them back to the court again.
And then the government will refuse to pay.
It will go up to 100 million.
And they will never pay. Because this case is not on an individual where you can say, arrest this person and put him in.
Actually,
government is not a person.
Attorney General.
Yeah, but
who's the legal representative of the government?
They will just be talking, but they cannot arrest the Attorney General. Why? East African Court of Justice has no that mandate to go and arrest government official in another country. Why are they not even arresting Samia Suluhu? who killed her citizens over the elections, and it is based in her country. So she will be told, deal with your own issues. You kill your citizen the other day. You are talking to us about money. Where are the priorities? Human lives and money. Which one is better? So this case is just going to drag on. And unless if I don't know, when will the government win the lottery to pay all these problems?
And you think if they win a lottery, they'll think of paying these debts? No, they will pocket it and say, "Nearly the negally."
They will think of sharing it, and then they go from there.
Yeah, because according to why I was saying they might go back to court again? It's because according to the legal team that is currently representing the 32 hotels, they cited Article 32, that Article 30, Section 2 of the Treaty for the Establishment of the East African Community, which sets a strict time limit for bringing cases before the court. So the reason as to why they went back to court this time is to prevent their claim from becoming time-barred. So it's like there can be a statute bar, or there's a time frame within which you're supposed to go back to court if your case has not been fulfilled, or whatever agreement is not fulfilled. So I still feel like maybe the government will call them back again to negotiate.
Yeah, they will go negotiate, or the government might even refuse and say, you guys go do whatever you want to do. And let's see if you guys will win. Because that check has to come from the Ministry of Finance. And these people are always crying. And South Sudan has borrowed everywhere. This country is so indebted. But there are some individuals with that amount of money in their bank account.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yes, there are people with those money.
And maybe they were even part of those being accommodated.
Yes, and they will say, this country is not mine alone. So I can't take...
The bill is not mine.
Yes, I can't take the country bill and put it on my back. The government has to take care of it. Even the president himself, if he decides to pay it, he can pay it. He has that money. But because he wants to rule the country, but does not want to take some responsibility that comes with being a president of a country.
Well, being a president doesn't mean you have to get inside your pocket to remove money and settle country.
But the money that he has somewhere, he did not earn them through a hard work. Where he say, I was saving my salary monthly, and my salary has accumulated to these 200 million US dollars. Or to that 1 billion US dollars that he has somewhere else.
Is that you pocket watching your president?
Why did I move from 2 million to 1 billion? It means like I really don't know how much he have, but he has some money.
No, like I understand.
So when you look at his salary, even if we were to say that it will be earning 1 million US dollars
per year.
Per year. You know, like in Kenya, they earn approximately
over $1 million.
Yeah, like $12,000 or even
per year, though.
Yeah, per year.
Is it per year or monthly? Let me check.
You can check. It's available for the Kenyan government.
Yeah, it's available because I know for parliamentarian they earn like over 200,000. President Ruto's monthly income.
So you see that if we were even to say let Salva Kiir earn 1 million US dollars per year, which is close to, in other countries will be billions, like a country like Kenya will be billion, of which they don't pay their president like that. Still, in those years that he has ruled, he will not have over 200 million. Even if he was to save everything, they're not eating anything at home. But that's not the case. So now, but you have that money in your bank account, in the bank's account of your children. But you don't want to take care of the debts.
President William Ruto's current monthly gross salary is approximately 1.55 million Kenyan shillings, which is around 11,000 US dollars.
Yeah, per month.
Yeah. So based on the exchange rates and stuff, it can fluctuate.
Yeah, so Kenya is a it's a well-to-do. It has a better GDP compared with South Sudan. So let's say roughly our country, because our economy is not doing better, these guys should be earning around $8,000 or even $7,000 per month. But you know what always happens in families or in countries where people are not doing better? This is where the head of the families or the head of the government pay themselves more than what the country can afford. So we will find that maybe he's even paying himself $15,000 a month.
Kiir or Ruto?
Kiir.
Okay, yeah, because I went through some article that was written in 2024, November, and they said, according to reports, President Ruto's annual earnings are of 19,800,000. And then they say that is 1993% of Kenya's per capita GDP, which stood at 811,615 in 2023. So like he's earning more than the GDP of the country.
Yeah. But again, there are people that are earning more than that because the CEO of Safaricom earn more than that. And there are some radio presenters that earn more than
millions.
Yes. Yes. So you see that we can't just crucify him for that. But he's earning lower than Salva Kiir. But again, he's an African leader, so he has some things on the side of his pocket too, like President Kiir. Yeah.
The CEO of Safaricom compensated for the year ending March 2025 was approximately $2.2 million, which is 286 million Kenyan shillings.
Yeah, so you see.
But then these are hardworking people. It's not like these presidents do a lot of things.
Well, I'm just trying to tell you that saying that he's earning more than or whatever per capita GDP. I'm trying to say that there are people that earn more than what the president is earning.
These people are earning based on the profits made by the companies.
They're in that country.
Yes, but then the president is earning from the taxpayers' money. You know, these government jobs, they're not supposed to pay that much because you are earning from taxpayers' money. By you earning a lot of salary, it means the taxpayers have to enter deep into their pockets to
So how much is remuneration should be?
Should be like regular civil servant.
That's not earning a lot because no, even MPs earns over $500,000. Yeah.
Then it should stand at around 1 million, not over 1.5 or something like that.
No, that's not too much compared with how people earn in Kenya.
No, but anyway, I'm not going to go into the comparison, but the thing is, if you are earning from taxpayers' money, then there should be cuts. And also, if you look at this person, almost everything is catered for them.
Let's talk of South Sudan because in Kenya, they have policies of how salaries are determined.
Yes.
So for them, they have a constitution that determines everything. So if they have decided to pay the president like that, there's a justification for it.
No, like
leave that. So let's talk of South Sudan.
I'm just talking in terms of civil servants in general, not just the Kenyan.
But you're trying to talk as if you are the constitution that should be determining how people should be earning everywhere in the world. You are not the constitution of how people should be earning.
But it's unfair.
This world has never been fair.
No, like to top it up, it's just that these people have access to a lot of things. And then most of their things in African countries mostly, you'll get a president with a free state house staff, and everything catered for them.
So
and
they even have budget. Free.
Like you get, I don't know, if you're getting a salary, then reduce it a bit because you're not even using that salary to pay for your daily expenses. You remember there was a time where they had millions of Kenyan shillings that were spent for a short time to drink tea, just to buy sugar, tea, escort, milk and all that at the State House. Then you are like, a lot of people are complaining, why are you catering for all this?
Yeah.
And then I recently came across a video where someone said when Michelle Obama and Barack Obama were in State House,
In White House.
in White House, I mean, Obama was getting his salary, right? But then there were some things that were catered for by the government and other things that they had to buy for themselves, including some foodstuffs, some grocery shopping here and there. It's not like you get everything provided for. But in our African countries, it can never happen. If you are the president or you hold a certain position, then almost everything of yours has to be catered for by the government.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how it is. Like the people that are blaming this in this case are the hotels. Like I maintain it's the hotel. They were overcome by the greed of making too much money within a shorter time. This is what the problem is.
It's better to have an empty hotel where you are not incurring a lot of bills like electricity, water, and also food. But then you have a few customers that are regular. Then having a lot of government officials staying in your place, and then chances are they might not pay because none of them is going into their pockets to pay. They are depending on the government. And a lot of bureaucracies, so many signatures before you get the payment.
Yeah, so yeah, it was better for them just to be okay with a few customers than to think of having so many customers and then occupancy rate is at 90%. Because I feel like South Sudan, do we sleep in hotel if we remove the government officials?
No,
do South Sudanese sleep in hotels?
Some people do. Slay queens, slay kings, purchulers.
The weekends. Let's say weekends.
Why weekends?
Not Monday to Friday. So you see, and some people go use it for short time and then they go home.
What is short time?
Short time is when you go and sit and eat and then you go back home. So like these hotels, I feel like they were struggling with occupancy rate. Maybe the occupancy rate, like the number of people sleeping in those hotels were like less than 20%, 30% per night. So they felt like if they let the government come in, because at the end of the day, these rooms were empty. Because if they had people, then they would have not have a place to let these people come in.
Yeah.
So occupancy rate was low and they wanted to make money here and there. So that's how they ended up saying, let them come. Because at the end of the day, it's not like we are making any money.
Yeah, and actually it's like some of those hotels ended up shutting down after that because they ran into...
Yeah, too much expenses.
Even run bankrupt.
Yes. You try to pay out of your pocket thinking that the other money will come and then you will catch up. You do some like logistic, like ordering the food supplies that have to be there for the kitchen inventory every day. Laundry detergents. It was just too much. For 3 years, they had even tried. But
I actually came across an article whereby the CEO and owner of South Sudan Hotel, is called Duan, had stated that during that time, he even had to go into his own pocket to pay for the electricity, water bills, and cater for other things that are required for those accommodations. And that he was doing it for his country. Because why are you doing that?
He's doing it for his pocket, please.
Yeah, because like he really felt like that's like his contribution to the country. And given that these are their own government officials, if they cannot get accommodation elsewhere, then he could just host them. But it became too much because he also had to pay employees who are doing different things within the hotels.
This guy of South Sudan Hotel always have some issues with the government and how he became rich It's something questionable. It seemed like it got rich through these government deals.
Most likely.
And then now the government start now not having enough money to pay him back and such kind of things. And that's how he ended up in such kind of things. Because sometimes they had an airline called South Supreme or South Sudan Supreme. That was his business in airline. It also went into some arrears with the government. So why is he always having some debt issues with the government? It's because they deal with government a lot. So how can somebody buy planes, build hotels all over South Sudan?
Yeah, he was actually summoned by the government sometime in 2024 regarding over $1 million, regarding $1 million claims. So it's like those shady deals that he enters in. He's very much on the government radar.
Yeah, it's not a clean person too. They have been enjoying the government too, so let it be. But it seems like, so when it comes to South Sudanese and hotels, we have more hotels than people that can sleep there. Because most people have their own homes, but we keep on building more hotels. So who do we expect to sleep in those hotels? When South Sudan is not an open economy, like where you say people are traveling every day. Like when you come to Juba, there are over 1 million people during the day, and then at night reduce, and people are like every day. If you go to Mata or you go to a bus station, you'll see a lot of people going and coming back. That economy is not that busy.
I know.
People plan a journey. They go spend months before they come back to this other town. But like if you go to other countries like Uganda and Kenya, you'll see somebody leaving Nakuru today, going to Nairobi, and will come back the same day. So you see there is boosting the transport industry. And some people will just go to Nairobi, spend the night and come back. In South Sudan.
And you are actively working.
Yes. Or you are going for some deals. In South Sudan, because of insecurity and that kind of things, people don't move around.
You rarely move around on the same route.
Yes. So where do they expect to have this customer that will be sleeping in hotels every day?
It's tricky. I think some of these hotels, like the South Sudan Hotel, there's Home and Away. I think it's owned by Benjamin Bolme. And so many other South Sudanese hotels were built around 2011 or thereabout, when the country had just become independent, and they felt like the hospitality industry was missing or lacking, and they started doing that. And then these other hotels like the Crown Hotel, Radisson Blue, they saw a niche because these are franchises. They have
a well-known brand.
Yes. And also their overhead cost can kind of be managed.
Spread around.
Yes. And they have like a huge clientele from different countries. So if a Kawaja or a white person is to travel from, let's say, North America, they would most likely stay at Crown Hotel at Radisson Blue, which are some of the most well-known hotels compared to these other local hotels. So I feel like these high-end hotels are kind of phasing out the small hotels that South Sudanese had. And to go back to that thing of IEA being summoned, it was alleged that there were some checks that leaked online, totaling millions of dollars. And this said that he was summoned on August 20th, 2025 to clarify and disclose the name of the government institution that requested South Supreme Airlines to supply subsidized food commodities and fuel products amounting to $193 million.
Yeah, that's the one that even did a video, and this why where I was talking of this airline of his, where the government was owing him. This guy always dealing some shady deals here and there.
Yeah.
and he just want to get paid. Yes, he had, like, he build the hotels, but yeah, it is what it is, man. Maybe what they can do is just write this debt off, like on their books as a bad debt, and then they can continue fighting it on the way. If they get anything small, then that's okay.
Yeah.
But when you still think this is what is going to save you, you'll go through a lot of heartbreak. And this is why we say business is not easy.
Don't mix business with pleasure, or don't interact with government.
Yeah.
It's better to deal with like individuals.
Yeah.
Even if they are government officials. But even that too is also tricky.
Yeah.
Because there was some time back, I came across a video where someone was saying they used to work as waitress in a certain hotel in Kenya. I think in Nairobi. And then some top government officials came to that hotel. They ended up sleeping there and left the following day. They did not pay the accommodation fee and everything that was supposed to be paid. So this waitress was the one who was attending to them, from registering, booking the hotel, and then going in, and then when they left. So the owner asked the girl to pay that money, and she ended up being fired.
Because she broke the policies of the hotel. She was overcome by the greed.
It's not like that.
She trusts too much, thinking that these are politicians that are going to pay. They will leave something for her.
Tips.
This is where the problem is. Yeah. There's no hotel, even in Kenya, that work on credit.
Yeah.
If you are going to a hotel,
even for a restaurant, you pay and then they
even if they are politicians, you tell them that to pay at the front desk, and then you open the room for them. You can't just go open the room and you let people go in the name of their politicians.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the top politician, he had his bodyguards and other people. That guy, after the video went viral, he ended up getting the girl's number and sending her the money. And I feel like they told her to come and apologize and say that was a misunderstanding.
But she has lost her job, so
yeah, she ended up doing that. People were saying, no, you still need a job.
Yeah.
That you cannot come and suffice a radar or clear the air.
Yeah, never break like company rules in the name of which me or politician. No, if there's specific rules and guidelines that need to be followed for the hotel, let them follow those ones. You can provide other services, but people need to pay.
Yeah, you just let them know that it's not like I don't trust you, but the thing is, this is the hotel or the restaurant policy that you pay as you get in, or you pay before the services. And then that way they understand. But some politicians, men, are very arrogant. They'll start talking bad to you and then saying, oh, we will leave and cause a chaos. And that would also kind of endanger your life, not your life, your work. Because the manager might come in and then they'll flip the story saying you were being disrespectful to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously, because they are politicians and powerful, the manager will believe them because they don't want to deal with such people. Yeah. But I don't know what you think about these hotel bills, like over $60 million. Does the South Sudan government have that money to pay it? Or will they go for another out-of-court settlement and fail to pay in installments?
Yeah.
Leave your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and share.
Yes.
Also, don't forget to subscribe. It's free. Let's reach 4,000 subscribers.
Yes.